we seeing these bandits with super sophisticated guns, and our officers are confronting them still with AK-47.
And for the troops, sir,
if we come here and we do politics of bow and go, this is not a period we should say bow and go. Even Donald Trump is on our neck. We have not yet asked him what his response will be to Donald Trump, the president of America. He is not just anybody. Chief of Defense Staff, a nominee for a Minister of Defense of a country, and you stand up and say you should take a bow and go, with so many questions on the mouth of Nigerians, with over 200 Nigerian children in the bush, kidnapped and being tortured. His appointment is heralded all over Nigeria with happiness, because Nigerians believe he has something to offer. Give the man an opportunity to give Nigerians hope.
Consent of Mr. President, can I read? Notice shall not be dispensed with in this case of a motion or in respect of any other proceeding for which notice is required, except with the consent of the President of the Senate and the general assent of the senators present. Then when you go to closure of debates, section 58, after a question has been proposed, which I want to propose, a senator rising in his place may claim to move that the question be now put. Sir, can I stop here just to expatiate? This is a chief of defense staff that had been in the system. He knew everything, and we are talking about security, and he's going to man a ministry that will be handling security matters for this country. Very sensitive. So I believe that we have had close sessions with him separately, and some of the questions that will be asked here and the responses may not be well dispensed at this moment. So I feel we should just allow this gentleman to take a bow and go. Not carry. There's not. This is it. There is nothing no here. There is nothing no here. We have asked him all these questions before at closed session. Do you want to ask here? Mr. President is to rule.
Distinguished colleagues. Distinguished colleagues.
Distinguished senators, resume your seats, please. Resume your seats, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seat.
Go back to your seat.
Senator, may I get you to resume your seat? Senator, may I get you to resume your seat?
This security matter can be discussed in the open. Let him go. So today.
Ambassador President Senator Dino O'Brien.
Section 62. Senate standing on.
Wow. Just take your time. Just take a look at your senators. They are not ashamed. They are ashamed. They shame me. Look at your senators. These are senators. They are not able to control themselves. They want to control Nigeria. They are not able to pull their house in order. They want to pull Nigeria in order. These are the people to make laws, to make life better, easier for the citizens of this country. These are the people to make law, to make sure those girls, those kidnappees are being released, rescued. These are the ones to make laws, to make sure the kidnapping, business, terrorist banditry stop. It never happens again. But yet they are not able to conduct themselves, to behave themselves. They want to, just imagine. It's unfortunate that we have people like this in country. See, let me tell you something. The way you and I are fighting, talking about Nigeria problem to make sure this country works, right? What to do, bringing solutions, suggesting a lot of suggestions. The way you are fighting, you are playing to God day and night. God, let this country work. God, touch the heart of the leaders to make this country work. That is even our prayers in church every month, almost every time. I said, we pray that prayer, MFA, Mountain of Fire. especially power must change hand. Oh God, touch the heart of our leaders. Oh God, touch the heart of our leaders to make this country work. Now then be this. See, the more you shouting that prayers, the more you are shouting whichever church you attend to God, make this country work. Is the same way some people are shouting, oh God, do not let this country get better than this. Do not let this country get better. Let this country go. Because the more the country goes down, the more money some people make, the more opportunities some people make. But the more the country gets better, the more it benefits everybody. But those people, some of them don't know you live in Nigeria. Some of them don't know. They don't care. That is the problem we are having. That's why we have people like this in positions. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a joke. If we live in a safe society, these people shouldn't be behaving like this. And if you see anyone behaving like this, they will be punished, sanctioned for whichever offenses they committed in that National Assembly. But hey, people are bigger than law. Yes. Anyways, take your time, watch the full video. We'll come back and talk about it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy runner for me now.
We seeing these bandits with super sophisticated guns, and our officers are confronting them still with AK-47.
And for the troops, sir, every personnel that is deployed knows why he's deployed. And the three things where he's told is this: you are to engage any criminal or any bandit that is armed and is about to kill you. You don't have to wait. Somebody is aiming to shoot at you and you are waiting for order from who? Once you are deployed, you automatically have that responsibility. Or your colleague is to be shot and you know there is no other way of stopping it other if you don't kill the person. Or the community or property you are protecting. These are strategy and they all know it. So if any member of the armed forces is deployed anywhere and tells you that he's waiting for order, he's lying. He's only a coward. There is nothing like he's waiting for any order. The order is automatic once he's deployed because he's briefed before he's deployed. And I think that is very important that we're able to bring that distance. Like I said, the increase in terrorism and banditry, end of the year, the times, over time, people have neglected so many things, and these are the things these are the results. So we must go back to those basics that will do that, working together with the communities, with the local governments, with the state governments, and the federal. Together, if we do that, we're going to look at and we're going to get good results. Whether National Guard or Reserve, then NYC using them. The issue of social media, that's one big area we're having, is affecting the professionalism of the armed forces. And I think areas that we need to look at how we're going to address those things very well is very, very important. Funding issues, like it was mentioned, no country can have everything. So America's budget last year was about $800-something billion. And they produce equipment. We don't produce this equipment. For everything we are buying, we buy using hard currency. A medium-range precision missile for a drone, is $100,000. That is about 150 million naira. So once you fire one, 150 million has gone. Whether you hit target or don't hit target. A ship, the medium-range ship will take up to probably 33,000 liters of fuel, 10 tankers. In 5-6 hours, fuel is finished. So you can imagine that defense is expensive. And that's why it's important for us to see that we can fund. And we can do government to government. Some of these things we can get them directly. So I think those are issues that I think we need to look at. We said 20% non-kinetic. We'll do the intelligence. Yes, intelligence is critical, and that's why we need everybody to be on board. Because when you see something and you report, action is taken, and we're able to get good results. As a whole, I think we want to assure Nigerians again, and the Senate especially, that's how we're fully committed. Coming back on stream from all the experience we have, working together with my team, we are going to make sure that we make a difference. And I can show you within the shortest possible time, Nigerians will see that change. The trust they have in us will never let them down. And we'll count on the house. Thank you very much, sir.
Let me thank the nominee, General Christopher Musa, CFR. I don't know the rest, but is it which PSC Dagger? Because no, PSC Dagger. Am I right? PSC Dagger. Yes. I am GCON Dagger. Let me say that today's exercise has been a very serious one. And I want to thank the distinguished senators. There is a meeting of North Central going on. There's also a meeting of Northeast going on. There's also a meeting of Southwest going on. There's also a meeting of the committee headed by Senator Bello on foreign affairs screening the presidential nominees for ambassador appointments. These were things that were prefixed, General, before you came. But in spite of how crowded today was, we felt there was need to take you so you can go and join your colleagues to begin to map up the right policies to keep Nigeria safer. And you have observed that there's a lot of expectation of all Nigerians across board, including Mr. President, who nominated you, because of your personnel and your track record. And I've not seen any nominee in the Nigerian Senate spend so many hours answering questions from senators since 1999. I think you are the first, so you have set the record. I have some senators here who insist that when they take the floor to speak, I should not stop them. That after all, in the United States, some senators speak for 24 hours. So in your own case, I decided to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to ask you a question because we are all concerned about the security of the nation. The good part of it, but he answered your question. He answered, he mentioned you specifically, he said Senator Ani, and he answered the question. You didn't finish everything you wanted to say, but at least you said a few things and we picked those few things. So Senator Ani, if you have any other thing, please put it in writing, give him as he's leaving. He will address them. So I want to thank all my colleagues for their contributions. To assure you also that there is what we call verbatim reporting. The moment this microphone is pressed, everything you say, even when you sneeze, is recorded. So we have everything on record, including those who contributed and left and those who came back to contribute, including every single thing you've said. In fact, let me even tell you, we are even recording the things you are thinking in your mind now. Because that is how digital we are. So we are up to date in our offices. We'll review everything you have said here today and what you intend to do. But let me cap it up by mentioning that you said there is a constitutional lacuna. This is for the Senate. That the responsibilities of each office within the security architecture of the country must be looked into. Again, that's what you said. So that there will be no ambiguity. And in order to ensure that there is no single office that acts as an impediment to success. We noted that very, very seriously. You have an opportunity to amplify that when we handle the National Security Summit. So we'll be requesting a small paper from you on what the National Assembly should do in order to bridge the gap and ensure that those lacunas are constitutionally addressed through the constitutional amendment that we are presently undertaking. So, and yeah, I know the acts also. I'm sure that's to let you know that we noticed that we're listening to you very keenly. And that, of course, also answered the question as to who gave the order for soldiers to withdraw before the kidnappers entered the school. It's a function of whose responsibility was it to give order to those soldiers. Because of the various formations, you have too many, yes, you have too many areas. Then you also mentioned something about a database. The need
Please. Order, please. Okay, order, please. Order, please. Resume your seat, please. Resume your seat, please. The civil representatives, resume your seat. Go back to your seat. Senator Meltetu, resume your seat. Senator Meltetu, resume your seat.
Don't call the camera. Please call the madam and call in the open. Let him go. It's not today.
Ambassador President Senator Dino O'Brien.
Section 62. Senate standing orders. Senate standing orders 2023 as amended. Section 62. Open to section 62. Whenever the President of the Senate or the chairman, as in this case, of the committee of the whole, rises, yes, if you're a senator, you know this. Whenever you are sworn in, we give you this. Not for you to go and give it to your children or to keep it in your closet, but for you to read and understand the procedures and the proceedings of the Nigerian Senate. Please, I don't mean to say something that will offend anybody, but I believe this is our own Quran. This is our own Bible. Unless you don't want to be a senator. Whenever the president of the Senate or the chairman rises during a debate, any senator then speaking, clerk of the Senate, have you noticed that at that entrance there's a lot of noise? No, but there are people there. Sergeant at Arms, look at the people there now. Get their names down and we make sure that they are changed. Because they engage in too much discussion with senators and disturb us here. They are supposed to keep quiet and do their work. Why they allow the Senate to have decorum? Whenever the president of the Senate or the chairman rises during a debate, any senator then speaking or offering to speak shall sit down, and the Senate or the committee shall be silenced so that the president of the Senate or the chairman of the committee of the whole may be heard without any interruption. I tactically stood up so that those who are old senators will understand why I'm on my feet. Those who are young in the Senate will not understand. So I'm on my feet. Senator Musa, Sani Musa, your point of order is noted. I did not say rejected, but noted. The reason I say so is that the man standing in front of us could be regarded as a solution to the current insecurity in the country. And we are not here on our own. We are here representing our constituents. And our constituents would like to hear from him. Whether his appointment will enable them to sleep well, whether their children will be safe in schools. So we are not asking him questions because we don't like him. We're asking him questions because our constituents would have loved to ask him questions at a time like this. So if we come here and we do politics of bow and go, this is not a period we should say bow and go. Even Donald Trump is on our neck. We have not yet asked him what his response will be to Donald Trump, the president of America. He is not just anybody. Chief of Defense Staff, a nominee for a Minister of Defense of a country, and you stand up and say you should take a bow and go, with so many questions on the mouth of Nigerians, with over 200 Nigerian children in the bush, kidnapped and being tortured. His appointment is heralded all over Nigeria with happiness, because Nigerians believe he has something to offer. Give the man an opportunity to give Nigerians hope. Mr. Nominee, you answer questions, but you will not give any strategic information on the strategy that you use to achieve your aims of securing the nation. You will not. And anything you want from this Senate or National Assembly to assist you to do the work, we assure you that we are available. Is that the view of the Senate? Yeah. So really, don't take it that we are not happy. We are all happy. We applaud Mr. President for your nomination. We have a lot of hope in you based on your track record. But a few questions are begging for answers. The Senate has just set up a committee to find out from the cry of the governor of Kebbi, who gave the order for the soldiers who had prior information that kidnappers were coming to the school. Is it St. Mary's School or where? Maga. And they went there and they even took the students to the field and taught the students what they would do when the kidnappers come. But 30 minutes before the kidnappers arrived, somebody gave order for the soldiers to withdraw from the school. And the kidnappers came and operated, and children were packed away. And the governor raised alarm all over. As the Chief of Defense Staff, former, now a nominee for the office of Minister of Defense, I want you to know that this Senate has set up a committee to investigate who gave that order and why they withdrew to give access to kidnappers to take those children unhindered. It's something that people would like to hear from you. And as we speak now, Brigadier General Oba has not been found, whether he's killed or not killed. He made a phone call to disclose his location. Who gave those coordinates for the kidnappers or the terrorists to go and pick him? Those are questions begging for answers. And then somebody like you, as highly placed in security service, you have been everywhere. You have attended all the ranks. You come before the Senate and somebody is saying, take a bow and go. When you take a bow and go, where is Brigadier General Oba? When you take a bow and go, where are the children? How are we going to get the children back? You should make a statement on that. Please, I would not want us to ridicule the nomination of the president. The president knows why he brought him, and he has ideas of why he brought him. Let him also tell Nigerians what he will do in that regard. He doesn't need to disclose the strategy.
Point of order.
Since I'm the one in charge.
With the consent of Mr. President, can I read?
You see, these are Nigeria senators. These are senators, Senate president and senators. People that cannot control themselves are people that want to control Nigeria. Not be juju be that. People that cannot conduct themselves, behave themselves in National Assembly are the ones that want to control Nigeria to make sure there is peace and unity in this country. Every time there's always disagreement, division in that National Assembly. What a word. If there is not even agreement in that National Assembly, so you want to have agreement, as in you want to Nigeria to have peace. If there is no peace in the National Assembly, you want Nigeria to have peace. These people are the ones to make laws to bring peace to this country. They are not able to make peace for themselves. Can you imagine? Every time. How many times have you seen the US Parliament behaving in this manner? How many? Anytime these people are in session like this, is always problem upon problem. If they are not fighting, insulting each other, argument, disagreement, and all of those. Yeah, it is normal to disagree because there's oppositions, but this is not even opposition now. Do you understand? How many times have you seen US Parliament behaving in this manner? How many times have you seen UK Parliament behaving in this manner? Canada behaving in this manner? Australia? Those countries. How many times? But Nigeria, almost every time. They are not fighting each other, stealing of maize, everything. Only in Nigeria. Now, come to think of it. The president was asking the question, is it too big or what to answer the question? Now, even that one safe. What is too difficult in this manner for the former chief of defense staff? Former minister of defense, Badaru. What is there that he cannot investigate? He cannot fish out the person? That you are now waiting for the new appointed chief minister of defense to come and do the investigation and bring that person out? What is there that one, the girls that were kidnapped, that they cannot rescue those girls? Can you imagine? We have former the Badaru chief of minister of defense. The minister of defense, the state where this happened in Kebbi State, they have chief of army, they have a commander in army command in that region, in that state. Yet nobody has been able to question this man because he was under your watch. These people left for that beat that night. You also know the commander that he cannot deny. There's no way he can deny to say he doesn't know. He's not aware of the call. He's not aware that these people were there, and he's not aware of the person who called them. If he is not the one who called them, he's not aware what is stopping him to discipline those soldiers. Until now, those soldiers has not been called for questioning, has not been disciplined, has not been dismissed from the military force. They are not dismissed. The chief of the commander in that state has not been called for questioning. So is it me you want to find out for who made that call, who ordered the troops to leave there, that make who? So until now, since president cannot talk, Akpabio cannot make order to make sure these people are being disciplined. The chief of the CDS, chief of defense staff, what is that one? Oluyede, he cannot do nothing, he cannot talk. The former minister of defense, Badaru, cannot talk on this issue. No. If the governor has not even said this, now we say, okay, they are finding solution. What is the solution? Now, if you cannot get this, how would you not get those children out? So now you know that it's not because they don't know where those children, not as if they don't know where they are. But anybody telling me that this government need drones, they need this, they need that to make sure they know the location, all those things are just rubbish for me. Like, is it rubbish? They are not truthful to themselves. What do you need these things for? Is it drone? Do you need drone to know who made that call? No, now. Do you need drones? This is not bandit now. We are not talking about bandit. Do you need drones now to know the person who make the call. Yet we have Minister of Communications. Who's this call pass through his ministry? He's a Minister of Communication. He can investigate. He can summon MTN now, MTN Glo, whichever number. Summon them, give them 3 days. They know the number of those people. Yeah, those 3 armies. They bring your number, give them to MTN. Track them, some of them. I give you 3 days to bring out the person's detail who make that call. Is it too difficult to do? It's not difficult, but we are too difficult to doing that. That thing you want to do is not difficult to do. You cannot simple this thing. You cannot do. You say you are fighting corruption, you are fighting insecurity. You need that. You need collaboration. So if Donald Trump, U.S. military wants to collaborate with these people, these are the informations they needed to work with you. So you will say you don't know. You cannot do it. Those military that they call, they ordered out of that place, they are still alive. They are not dead with the operation. We should believe, we should continue to believe in what NSA is telling on Nuhu Ribadu, saying that those girls, the kidnapped girls, are doing well. Can you imagine? He says the children are doing well. The parents should not panic. The parents should be patient that they will be rescued. So for you to say they are doing well, is it that you visited them? You must have visited them, or you call somebody who knows where they are, or you see them by yourself before you could make that promise to say they are doing well. Can you just imagine the story? This kind of news when you see in Nigeria, see, if not for any reasons, people don't even, that's why you even see people don't read Nigerian news. They don't listen to some of these things because it's a waste of time, waste of data listening to them, because they are not going to see anything. Animals in the bush are very easy to control than the Nigerian senators. Nigeria, that's why Nigeria is a zoo. If Nigeria is a country, it would have been better to manage. Evil forest is even better because people in the forest, though, they are easy. Animals in the bush are easy to control. The owners are trained them to the extent that you don't even need to call their names. You use the sign language for those animals. Some of them understand. So they are better to understand. You control animals in the bush than the Nigerian senators. Anyways, we are just here talking back and forth, no actions, nothing. How can you tell me at this time? Is this what the former one failed to do? Is it this Musa that wants to do it? The reasons why the former CDS are not able to do it is Musa now bigger than the former one. Is Musa bigger than him? Is it no reasons? There's a reason why they don't want to reveal the information. Those reasons are still there, which Musa will not want to trespass. We just continue like this, and those guys are in jeopardy. Just continue like this, talking here and there, no action, nothing. You are expecting me or telling me that this country is going to work. It is not going to work. Sorry to say, we can just talk. Let's see how we can manage it to even make life easier, fair for one another, just like it were before. That's just the only thing. Saying that Nigeria is going to work as a country to be like South Africa here. South Africa, say Ghana. I doubt it. Anyways, what do you think? Please share this video and follow for more. Subscribe to this YouTube channel.